Hey guys, how's it going? It is Robbie with Open World Games, and we are talking about more Watch Dogs. Today, I'm going to give you my first impressions and review, and then I'm going to do more extensive coverage of this game. So be prepared, it's going to get crazy, and I'm going to play with you guys, the community. But today, this is the review. We're going to be going over the online free roam, the graphics in Watch Dogs, the mission structure, gameplay and controls, and finally the story. Don't worry, this is a spoiler-free review, so guys, sit back and relax and enjoy. So you guys are probably wondering about the online game modes and online free roam in Watch Dogs. How does it work exactly? Well, finally, we have an understanding of this. All online modes are seamlessly integrated into the single player game world in some way. So you gain reputation in single player and notoriety in multiplayer. So there are two separate progression trees, one for single player and one for multiplayer. Money is, however, part of both your single player and multiplayer worlds. So anything you spend or anything you earn will carry over to both worlds. And the game modes include online free roam, which is 1 to 8 players, online decryption, which is 3 to 8 players, online racing, 1 to 8 players, online hacking, which is 1 versus 1, and don't forget your CTOS mobile challenges. This is where you are going to face off against a mobile user who's using their cell phone to challenge you. But you guys are probably wondering what you can do exactly in online free roam. Well, first of all, you can join up to 8 of your friends or random strangers. You can go ahead and decide to join a public lobby, or yes, you can even create a private lobby to stay hidden from griefers. So guys, you can make this into a complete co-op experience without worrying about being bothered by other players. So that is really nice. This is not going to end up being like a mess like GTA Online is, so that is really good news. You'll also be able to do some mini games such as the alien game that you may have seen. This is called NVZN, and then Cash Run as well. So you'll be able to roam around and activate those mini games throughout the game world. They're pretty fun, but they're not my favorite thing to do. So I imagine a lot of us are going to be in the free roam, taking on the police, doing stunts, earning our money, and then spending it on weapons and clothing, and then comparing with friends. So that is what online free roam is really going to be about. So weapons and money, again, do carry over from single player to multiplayer and vice versa. So unfortunately, you will not be able to do gang hideouts or convoys. I really think that this was a huge mistake that they did not include this in. I would rather have these activities included in the online free roam than the mini games, just to be honest. But I hope they include them as DLC. I do wish they were a part of the core experience, to be honest. So let's hope that they add that in the future, guys. I do hope the servers are working by the time this review is up. But what is really awesome about this whole thing, when the servers are working, is you will be able to seamlessly go from free roam to racing to decryption mode as long as you are in the same party, and it works really nicely. When it is working, I have had so much fun jumping from just goofing around in free roam to the online racing and then to decryption. Guys, it is a freaking blast, and the beautiful city of Chicago is really a character of its own. It has to be experienced with friends. It is just a ton of fun. And we have online decryption mode. I can't get enough of this mode. It is by far one of the funnest modes in the game, challenging you as a player to stay on your toes at all times. It really does discourage camping big time, and parkour is a huge part of some of these maps, as is using your driving skills. So guys, you're going to find yourself in these maps that are more parkour oriented. Then you're going to have the mix of driving, shooting, and then parkour. It is a ton of fun. It has a ton of variety, and the game really isn't about its progression system or adding a ton of attachments to weapons in online. But what is here really works, and I can't say enough about the controls. They are superb. Now for 1 versus 1 hacking, this is only limited to you versus random people, it seems. It seems like it's very difficult to get into a game with one of your friends. So That mode is going to be more designated to when you're playing your single player game and you really have no friends that are available at the time. So remember, just consider that. You're going to want to jump into free roam and the other modes with your friends. So what about those graphics? I'm sure you guys are wondering what is going on with Watch Dogs graphics. If you have seen the trailers, this game really shines at night. It is gorgeous. We have heard about the whole resolution theories behind the Xbox One versus PS4. Well, the PS4 version is running at 900p and the Xbox One version runs at 792p, and then of course you have the PC version. That's going to be your highest end version if you can afford it and if you have the machine that can handle the game. But I have had the pleasure of running the game on the Xbox One, and I can say this game is a true next-gen game. It is gorgeous, guys. You will not be disappointed with this game, especially at nighttime. This game really does come to life at nighttime with amazing reflective surfaces. It is gorgeous, especially when the weather starts rolling in. Man, oh man, when you see the lightning storms in this game, your jaw will drop. They really did a great job considering the weather system and wind simulation in this game, and they have been displaying that in the graphics trailer, and for good reason. It looks amazing, guys, on the Xbox One and the PS4, of course. So if you want an atmospheric game, you are going to be getting it. It is one of the most atmospheric games I have played in recent memory. It is quite stunning. The mission structure closely resembles the Assassin's Creed games, but with the twist of seamless online play. Think an easier near-future take on Dark Souls with guns. That is the perfect description for this. It is a ton of fun. There are difficulty settings too, so if you don't want it to be easy, you can notch the difficulty up and you can have it as hard as you want. You will have your main mission structure, which rewards you with brilliant cutscenes and some excellent characters. I'm looking at you, Jordy. This guy is downright hilarious, and you will see that the cutscenes are not a hindrance in this game like most video games. It is an actual reward to you playing throughout the game, so look forward to them. They are so enjoyable. They are done very well. Outside of the story, you can do whatever you want, explore the city, profile random civilians, hunt down criminals, partake in a wide variety of minigames such as drinking, chess, and so much more. The city of Chicago is really a character you want to get to know, so exploring is a huge part of the game. I would have to say the biggest wrinkle to the mission structure is that anyone can seamlessly invade your game at any time, and then you can access races and so on and so forth at any time, and then jump back and forth between multiplayer and single player. It just adds so much replay value to this game. You will not be disappointed. The game is also 50 or so hours just with the story missions, and then 100 plus hours with the side activities. So guys, there is a ton to do in Watch Dogs. You will not have a shortage of activities, that's for sure. Stealth also plays a huge role in this game. You can have the option of going stealthy or guns a-blazing. The choice is yours. So if you goof up, don't worry. You can just pull out your assault rifle and get into a big-time firefight. That's what I usually do. It is a ton of fun to screw up in this game, so no worries there. Reputation does play a big part in how citizens react to you, so you definitely don't want to be running them over all the time. You want to be careful about that. If you are running them over, they will be calling the cops on you left and right, but if you are kind to the citizens, they will go ahead and ignore you and give you a chance to get away. So guys, having citizens on your side can actually make the game easier. Now we're talking about the game's controls, and I can only compliment the game's controls. The game is incredibly responsive, taking its controls from one of the best third-person shooters out there, Splinter Cell Blacklist. I still consider it to have one of the best cover systems of all time, and that is wonderful to see in an open world game. And in fact, I will go as far as to say that Watch Dogs is the new king when it comes to open world third-person games in terms of controls. I think Grand Theft Auto 5 needs to take some cues from this game. Then you have the racing and driving. How does it handle? There was some worry about that in trailers. People were wondering, are the controls for racing really good? Racing has its own feel to it and can be best described as a cross between rally racing and drifting. So the cars are a little bit heavier, but it depends on the cars that you get, because each car has a very unique set of handling characteristics. Muscle cars are going to spin out a lot easier than your supercars, so consider that when hopping into your car. You are encouraged to really slide around these corners and then cause mass destruction. So guys, running into other cars, running through fences and then light poles is actually encouraged. There's not really a lot of penalty with doing that, which I love. It's a little bit more arcadey in that respect, but the handling does have this feel to it where you need to be responsible when driving. So I think it's very unique, and I think a lot of you will adapt to it very quickly. And the racing, guys, it is a ton of fun racing with these cars. And I'm definitely not going to be spoiling the story, but I will tell you the characters and cutscenes are excellent so far in this game. If you are wanting a great single player experience, this is the game of 2014 to get, and for good reason, because guys, I really have been enjoying my time in this game, and it really does help to have characters you can root for. And I feel like Aiden Pierce is someone you want to get behind and root for, even though he's mixed up in some bad things. But he's a family man, it seems, and he's trying to find some vengeance for what has happened to his niece. So that is the setup to the story. But man, the cutscenes act as a reward, not a hindrance in this game. So they are something you are actually going to be looking forward to throughout your journey in Watch Dogs. So you're probably wondering what I would give Watch Dogs for a rating. I hate doing this. I hate rating a game. I think it's so wrong. I would give it a perfect score, but I'm not going to do that. I would give it a 9 out of 10 right now, simply because online free roam is lacking key features. I was really hoping to be able to take down convoys and then go into the gang hideout activities with friends. But because of that, I'm going to notch it down to a 9 out of 10. If it did have all of that, I would be sitting here giving it a perfect score, or 9.8 or something like that. I'm not joking. I really do believe this is Ubisoft's best game ever made, and I'm a huge Ubisoft fan, and I just think they make great games, and this is just one of them. You will not be disappointed with this game, guys. Please let me know if you got it and what you think about it, and if you are getting it. And look forward to more Watch Dogs coverage and The Division, Far Cry 4, Assassin's Creed Unity, and all open world gaming goodness right here on Open World Games. Thanks guys for watching. Subscribe to us on YouTube if you are new, and I will see you guys next time.